Hey everyone, I'm here with another beauty snapshot, and this time it's for Smashbox's mini box palette set. I would say this is a mini box palette set because it contains two other things in this palette. Smashbox full exposure mascara, and then I believe this is a mini size of one of their lip glosses. It's a champagne lip gloss. So as far as when this first appeared on the Ulta website, I was expecting the palette to be a little bit bigger. Granted that the price for this, I found this at Ulta and it was $39, so I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit bigger because I was just curious, and I love palettes in general, especially to-go palettes. So when I was thinking mini box palette, I was thinking of the size of the Lorac Pro To Go, but this is a lot smaller than that. This is about the size of my hand, and it contains 8 of their photo op eyeshadows. It has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. So as far as pigmentation with this palette, the pigmentation of the eyeshadows and of the face products are actually really quite good. The only thing that was a little bit powdery was the white eyeshadow in the palette. This is their photo op formula, and I believe they're a little bit higher quality compared to the ones, the eyeshadows that they do have in their double exposure and their full exposure palettes. So when it comes down to if you really need this palette, I felt like this palette was very well put together. I thought at first glance, I thought this palette was a little too overpriced for $39, and it was really small, but I compared it to a Bare Minerals eyeshadow palette. Their 8-pan palettes are about $40, and you only get the palette itself. Here you get 8 eyeshadows, you get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. So I thought, and the 2 additional products in this set. So I thought this was an okay set actually, and the eyeshadows and everything else performed really well. I will show you a mini tutorial at the very end of the video of how I kind of came up with this look. I just changed up my lip because this is the lip gloss in here is a little too pale for me, but in the tutorial I do use the lip gloss so you see what it looks like on my lips. So as far as how they put this palette together, they have a matte brown, a matte white eyeshadow, and then some fun colors for spring. A pop of colors, a blue, a teal, and a kind of purplish lilac color, and then a nice taupe. And then they added a dark bronzy eyeshadow and then a gold eyeshadow. So as far as color selection was, I thought this was a well put together palette. I probably would only want a darker eyeshadow in this palette maybe, because a lot of the eyeshadows you get only 2 matte eyeshadows and everything else is shimmery. But if you already have a liner, I don't think you really would need it. But if you were really just looking for an all-in-one palette, you would probably be looking for that dark black eyeshadow or a dark brown eyeshadow for your liner. So all in all, as far as my overall thoughts with this palette, it's a very cute palette to have if you're the girl on the go and you wanted something small that can fit in your makeup bag that has everything you're gonna need as far as eyes and cheeks. I think this would be a good palette to have. And as far as the value for this entire set, I felt like this was a pretty decent value, granted that you do get quite a bit in this little package right here, and a full-size mascara and a nice lip gloss. So I hope you guys find this beauty snapshot helpful, this mini review helpful. If you wanted to see how I kind of put together a look using the taupe and the matte brown eyeshadows in the palette, stay tuned at the very end and I'll show you guys that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!